Welcome to tamsyfae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsyfae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsyfae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsyfae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join, if there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8 ball, for the magic 8-ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsyfae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with
Hello everyone, welcome, how's it going? Hi Danny, hi Delta, hello Dr. Fizza, hi Twin Soul, how's everyone? Welcome, hi Jenstar, hi Danny, hello everyone, hi Dwayne, hi Sasha, hello, hello everyone, hi Love, hi Matthew, hello Lucky Hibiscus. Hello everyone, hi Dr. Fizza, hi V, hi Geneva, welcome everyone, hi Tammy, hello everyone, hi Para Daban, hello, it's Beetlejuice, so the theme tonight is Beetlejuice, so I do have a Beetlejuice spread, so the Beetlejuice spread is the recently deceased, the handbook, message from Lydia, and from Beetlejuice. So that is fun. Yay, Jen Star made on the list. If anyone has tried to join before the 25-minute mark, you will want to try to join the list again. If you're new here, welcome. To join the list, it is exclamation mark join, no spaces in between, followed by your question. I guess Moonbeam needs to fix my screen. Not sure what's going on with my screen, but Moonbeam is going to come fix it. Maybe because there's a light here? I'm not quite sure where the light is coming from. Oh, I know where the light is coming from. I think I can fix it. No, that's not better. Oh, there we go. Is that better? That's not the light? Oh, then I don't know what it is. It'll be fine if I go with the card camera? Alright. So yeah, so to join the list, it is exclamation mark join, no spaces in between, followed by your question. Tonight is theme night, so Beetlejuice is a theme. I do have a legal disclaimer and description if you want to check that out as well. You can ask any questions you want, but theme readings do go above the other questions. Thank you, Dwayne. So yeah, I'm gonna switch the screen so we can get started. There we go. Danny, theme reading for Beetlejuice. For Danny, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Let's see. So for Danny, for the recently deceased, you have the Knight of Cups. So I'm guessing your situation is you being a charmer, wearing your heart on your sleeve, being passionate and flirty, maybe seeking some new connections and trying to put your self out there. The handbook for that is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is like, slow down, don't get ahead of yourself. Slow and steady is the way to go. So I do feel like it's a matter of you know, the handbook is about rules and obstacles. So the rules need to go a little slower, a little calmer, with some charm, but you know. The obstacles may be wanting to go a little faster than what you're going. I don't know. Don't get too stubborn on that thing. Whatever that is for you. For Lydia, so Lydia says the Eight of Pentacles is in the dark. So I feel like she's like, make sure you're not locking your focus. Don't be a little careless. You know, make sure that you're going in the right direction. Not too slow. Not too quick either, though, so you're not cutting corners and wasting time. Then Beetlejuice is the Queen of Swords here. So Beetlejuice, you know Beetlejuice, eh? For the Queen of Swords, I feel like Beetlejuice is like, you know, say what you gotta say to get yourself out of that sticky situation. Don't be overly emotional, but don't be easily influenced either, you know? Try to find that middle road, I guess. But that is what I got. Oh, man. Hi, Hudson. Hi, Content. Hello. Hi, Butterfly. Tammy. Beetlejuice is reading for Tammy. Let's see. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Oh, what is the recently deceased? Oh, what's the handbook? What is Lydia's message? What is Beetlejuice saying? Oh boy. So for the Seven of Swords in the dark, and this is the was recently deceased, I guess. So this is, I guess, your situation right now. The Seven of Swords, I feel like, is a matter of exposing lies and confessions and rebuilding trust and figuring out what you can get away with and what you can't, or trying to figure out who's getting away with something that shouldn't be getting away with. I feel the sense of you figuring out your options and figuring out what your next moves are with that. So for the handbook for that, you have the Queen of Wands in the light. So I feel the rules for that with the Queen of Wands, right? It's like lead with resilience. Just do it. Don't have any fears or second guesses or whatever's going on that could be making you hesitate. Just go forward. No apology needed. If you need to sneak around here, you can figure that out as long as you don't get caught. Then for Lydia, Lydia is always up to strange and unusual things going on there, but the Temperance. So I feel like you may have this supernatural strength to use your intuition more than someone else, maybe. Being a little bit more sensitive to that side of things, but also being able to keep your mind, heart, and soul completely calm, especially when you're up to something there. For the Temperance too, I just feel like there's this energy of you trying to figure out what plans you want to go get done and have patience to do so. You have, for Beetlejuice, you have the Eight of Swords here in the dark. So it's a matter of breaking free, right? So I feel like if you did get caught, you'd be able to wiggle your way out of it anyways, because you can break free here at Beetlejuice. And Beetlejuice is supposed to be the chaos, right? That's going to come out of this, but breaking free gives a sense of empowerment and seeing things clearly. So you may also realize some options there that you didn't realize before. But that's what I thought. Gold Heart, Beetlejuice. Let's see. Beetlejuice. What does Gold Heart need to know? What is the recently deceased? The Page of Wands. What's in Gold Heart's handbook? What is Lydia saying? What is Beetlejuice saying? Oops. There we go. So, for the recently deceased, you do have the Page of Wands. So, your situation is maybe getting some news, some good news, right? Some hot, fiery, either romantic news or some exciting invitation of some sort. Some fire sparks are going somewhere, right? This boost of new idea, the creativity and enthusiasm and energy is sparking. So I feel like you're, you have a hidden message here. Lydia has something hidden for you. We'll see what that is. For the Seven of Pentacles in the dark, and this is what's in your handbooks, your rules and obstacles. I feel like is just being impatient, and if you can't finish your task, unfinished tasks seems to be perfectly fine for the Beetlejuice situation here. Whatever sometimes you need to just take time for other things and not finish what was started. I feel like there's also this energy of maybe not getting the results you wanting, or the results maybe a little bit lower than you thought. But, you're going to keep moving forward, right? Lydia has your back here. So you have the Three of Cups in the light. So, Three of Cups, some strange and unusual strengths going on there. It could be just a matter of you building your own coven or building your own group of people who support you and boost your strength. So I feel like there may be some reunions, some meetups, some socialization that may be going or coming through from there. Maybe the obstacle is a matter of pulling everyone together and making it happen. Her secret message for you is the Four of Pentacles. So being possessive of your energy, be possessive of what you have going on. I feel the sense of trying to create a safety net for yourself or protection of some sorts. I feel like if you're gonna, do all this coven stuff or whatever, you're gonna need that. For the Queen of Wands in the dark. This is Beetlejuice speaking here, so he can always bring some chaos. For the Queen of Wands in the dark, I do feel this energy of you being driven by your ego and maybe some hot temper out here and there kind of thing. But I feel like whatever the situation is, you're going to use your manipulative charm to smooth your way out of that situation and, just sweep it under the rug kind of thing. And that's what I thought. Hi, Blessed One. Hi, Hugs. Hi, Cries. Hi, Mars. Love. What does Beetlejuice have for love? Let's see. Beetlejuice. What's the recently deceased? What's in the handbook? What is Lydia's message? What is the Beetlejuice's message? Of course, Beetlejuice had to throw it away. Ooh, the devil. The devil's out the play, so that's always fun, right? For the King of Swords in the dark, recently deceased is the situation here. So, King of Swords, right? I just feel the sense of you being more strategic in your energy, mind over matter kind of thing, or mind over heart. So, if you need to be irrational about something, if you need to, smooth talk your way out of something, then that seems to be what the situation is. Use your best judgment, but don't be too judgmental. Maybe you have to be, right? It's Beetlejuice kind of here. Yeah, me too. I love Beetlejuice. Yeah. I was at the when Beetlejuice had his thing in his opening at Universal Studios. I was there for that. For the Judgment in the Light. This is what's in the handbook, right? The rules and obstacles that could be in your way is judgment. So, if you have to be a little bit careful of using your best judgment and being worried about other people's judgments, whatever that is for you. I feel like you can get your way out of it, right? You can be irrational, you can be dominating, do what you gotta do. It's in the handbook as a rule, so, it may be a little bit of obstacle about what other people might think about this, but you got this. Lydia is giving you the handbook too, so she's agreeing with the handbook situation there. Is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is the ability to talk to the dead, right? the recently, or maybe the ones that have been deceased for a long time. You have Magician too, so you have that magical gift to manifest who you want to manifest, especially from the afterlife. You have the sense of you focusing on your skills and boosting that kind of skills as well, right? Making things happen for yourself. And then Beetlejuice, the devil. Of course, Beetlejuice is going to bring out the devil. So, I don't know what's in the infernal room here, but could be some sexual pleasures or some temptations in a way that you may not want to open up. But hey, it's Beetlejuice night, so you can do what you want there. You're welcome, love. Delta! Beetlejuice reading for Delta. Let's see for Delta. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice was recently deceased for Delta. What's in Delta's handbook? What does Lydia have to say for Delta? What is Beetlejuice's message? So, for the recently deceased, your situation, the hangman is in the dark, so you may have to wait around a little bit longer for whatever's going on in your situation right now. You know? I feel this energy of resisting the changes and not quite deciding what your next moves are, which is completely fine, right? It's Beetlejuice night. For the Queen of Pentacles and the Light, it says the handbooks, the rules, and obstacles. The Queen of Pentacles is like, slow down, but make sure that you're being resourceful, using all the things that you have to use to figure out your situation there. Make sure you're organized, take care of your work, be responsible, whatever that is, you know. You have to take care of a recently deceased, I don't know. But studying, awesome. So yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do for studying, you know, drink more coffee, or I don't know. For Lydia's message, you have the Three of Pentacles in the dark. So she's all about getting into that strange and unusual strength that you may be having. So the Three of Pentacles is having that, being able to teamwork. So maybe building your coven, or you know, coming up with some coven chants, or and things to make the studying a little bit better that are going on. So for the Three of Pentacles in the dark, you can also, you know, if you have a lack of motivation or having conflicts with your ego or whatever's going on with that, competing with others, you know, you can take some of the suggestions from the handbook here and wiggle your way out of it. Be so strategic in your energy, you know. Yeah, I don't know. For Beetlejuice's messages, you have the Five of Pentacles here. So for the Five of Pentacles, you know, Beetlejuice, right? Maybe some hard times lying ahead. You may feel like you're out in the cold here. You may have to use your survival skills to get out of whatever's going on. Whatever that is for you, I feel like you're going to work out your issues, even if you have to do it alone and isolate yourself for some reason. Go back where, I don't know, where Rita just came from and hide for a little bit, and that's what I got for you. Oh man, it's good to have some fun once in a while. That's your main wave. There you go. Twin Soul, Beetlejuice reading. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. What is recently deceased for Twin Soul? What is recently deceased for Twin Soul? What's in Twin Soul's handbook here? Messages from Lydia. Oops, I don't know how many cards were there, but Beetlejuice. Alright, so you have the Six of Swords in the dark. So this is what's recently deceased for you. So your situation for the Six of Swords, like you feeling stuck in this situation. You can't escape. You can't run from it. It's just kind of there. There may be some emotional baggage. There may be some self-sabotage going on. Feeling trapped. Whatever that is for you. Your handbook is the Hierophant. So I guess this may help you out of your situation a little bit. I don't know. So, you know, the Hierophant in the dark is like breaking the rules a little bit, doing things that you wouldn't typically do, or is not what you should be doing to begin with. But, you know, it's Beetlejuice night, as the Hierophant. You need to get out of this sticky situation. You gotta use what you got, right? I just feel the sense of you figuring out what your talents are, learn from them, get comfortable with them, and see if you can free yourself that way. For Lydia's messages, you do have the Two of Swords in the dark. But for the Two of Swords in the dark, I feel like you're just kind of, she's telling you, you know, if you can avoid the whole situation, then do that. If you're feeling too overwhelmed, you're feeling like your thoughts are clouded and you have no plan, then, you know, just, go back to the handbook here and figure things out. But she does have another message for you with the, Eight of Pentacles in the dark. So, you know, if you have to be a little bit a little bit careless with your actions, so you can get out of it, because you do have to break the rules here, right? Maybe a little bit of obstacles on the road, but I feel like you're going to figure that out one way or another. You do have the Ten of Cups. So in the end, it's going to go out perfectly, right? Beetlejuice has your back. Maybe Beetlejuice is going to come and save your day, right? Happy situation, happy outcome from this. You're going to have some sort of fulfillment, some sort of success, right? Maybe Beetlejuice is going to give you a gift. I don't know what that could be, but that's what I got. Hi, Diviani. Cries, Beetlejuice. Let's see for Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. What is recently deceased for Cries? There was too many cards there. Yeah, too many cards. Let's try that again. Beetlejuice. But what is recently deceased for Cries? What's in Cries handbook? What is Lydia's message? And Beetlejuice. There we go. For the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands. So your situation right now is having too much energy, right? You're focusing on what keeps you moving, which is good. If there's been some quick action, some quick changes, some excitements, maybe some bold moves have been going on. The handbook is a magician. So manipulating that situation to your best advantage, right? Pulling out all the tricks you got. Using those skills with some determination and confidence and not looking back on whatever that is for you. Lydia's message is a star in the dark. You know, if you're feeling like you're losing faith or losing hope, you can always look into the handbook for that situation of how to get yourself out of it. But you know, the stars, some unusual talents or strengths you may have is it could be looking into astrology and using that to your advantage as well. Getting your blessings from the stars may give you some hope or help you with this situation as well. Beetlejuice's messages is a temperance in the dark. Oh man, so for the temperance in the dark, this is what wild chaos that Beetlejuice is bringing for you. So it may make your mind, heart, and soul not aligned, maybe going in different directions. So maybe but trying to figure out how to deal with all that, with everything else you have going on. You know, I know the energy's high, but we have to slow it down a little bit, one way or another. I feel like it's time for you to take some self-healing times. It's time for yourself and not just dealing with it all. So maybe you need some, TLC kind of day. And, yeah, maybe that will help calm whatever your situation is so you can see things clearly. Hi, Vivi. Rakitana, hello. Content, hello. Theme reading for content. Let's see. Beetlejuice. What is recently deceased for content? What is in content's handbook? What is Lydia's message? What is Beetlejuice's message? There we go. So for the Seven of Wands here, I feel like it's a matter of you standing your ground, right? Proving yourself, proving whatever it is that you got, right? You have that strength, you have that determination. You know, you're not going to let anyone tear down your house or tear down whatever your situation is. Yeah, I just feel like there's this energy that you're going to fight for what really matters for you and stir some drama if that's what you got to do, right? I can feel that for you. Whatever that is, I feel like it's a matter of protecting your boundaries and fighting for what matters, right? The Page of Wands. So this is what's in your handbook. So rules and obstacles, right? So for the Page of Swords, I feel like there's this energy of being ambitious, being diligent to your goals, and making sure you're making the right plans and you're sticking with it and having a steady flow of whatever that is for you. Set those rules for yourself. I feel like you may be getting some good news about something or other. It's a new project or study or whatever that is for you. I feel like you're going to figure that out. Lydia's message is a magician. Is there a hidden message there? No. So for the magician, I feel like it's a matter of figuring out what your talents are, what your skills are, how you're going to manifest them, what you're going to manifest too, right? Because I just feel this sense of you making your own magic and being inspiring and creative with that as well. So for the Nine of Wands in the dark, Beetlejuice's chaos, right? Could be just a matter of you being stubborn and rigid and defensive in your energy, refusing to compromise and sticking to what your plan is, what your goals are, and what you want to accomplish. Dr. Fizza, what? Okay, Taurus, yes. No more funny business, right? For Dr. Fizza, what Taurus is thinking about Dr. Fizza currently? You blocked him. Oh man. Okay, let's see. For Dr. Fizza, what is a Taurus thinking about Dr. Fizza currently? What is a Taurus thinking about since Dr. Fizza blocked them? The King of Cups is in the light, right? So I feel like he's feeling great about it. He's a Taurus, so he's home in his pajamas, watching TV, playing video games, whatever that is. I feel like he's completely content because you also have the Temperance in the light too. So his mind, heart, and soul is all in the right place. So I feel like he's not really focused on you. Maybe he feels good that you did it and you freed yourself from him as well. The Ace of Swords, I feel like he is not really paying a lot of time thinking about you at all. He may be having some thoughts about what the situation was, what could have made you block him, that sort of thing. But overall, you have the Knight of Swords and a light too, so I feel like they're just going to keep going with what they have going on, right? I feel like they're not really concerned about it or worried about it or mad about it or anything like that. I feel like they're feeling very positive that you block them. So I feel like on your end, this is a good thing, right? You got rid of them if they're not appreciating you and not feeling it the way you are, then there's no point to keep trying. So yeah, I feel like they're just ready to move on to the next one and do the same thing. What? For Sasha. What is going on? What are we going to see for Biggie from? Okay, what are we going to see for Biggie from Bodies Use Network on Bodies USA? Huh? Let's see. What is Sasha going to see on Biggie from Bodies Use Network on Bodies USA? What is Sasha going to see for Biggie from Bodies Zeus Network? Hold on. They all went a little bit crazy. Who's any other ones? Alright. Let's see. For Sasha, what is Sasha going to see from Bodies Zeus Network on Bodies USA? There we go. Now we got some energy going on. Okay, so for the Nine of Cups is in the dark. So I feel like you may see some, see Biggie have some disappointments or broken dreams or, just empty fulfillments. Like feeling not as satisfied as she thought she would feel from whatever that is going on there. The Page of Swords, I feel like there will be some communication, maybe some important insights coming through, some alerts going on. Maybe she will learn something, or she may have to learn something really, really quickly. So that could be something that you're going to see. For the Nine of Wands and the Light, she may have to defend herself, fight for whatever she needs to fight for, or she may get into some sort of conflict or other for defending herself or protecting herself for whatever reason. For the Stars in the Dark, she may lose hope. She may, go spiral down in a backward cycle of feeling sad and despair or whatever that is for her. And yeah, she may feel like not in the best headspace, but how's that gonna play out? The Ten of Pentacles in the Dark. So yeah, so I feel like she may end up broke one way or another. Maybe you're gonna see some of that. I don't know. That's what I got. Matthew, hello. Why why does Zoya want to come back and reconnect after these years? Let's see for Matthew. Why does Zoya want to come back and reconnect after these years? Let's see. Very spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fate want to give Matthew a message. Why does Zoya want to come back and reconnect after all these years? These ones are not feeling it, Matthew. Let's see. Why does Zoya want to come back and reconnect with Matthew after all these years? Oh man, because you're her Knight of Wands. So Zoya is looking for a Knight of Wands. She realized Matthew's the Knight of Wands, so that's what she wants, right? The hot, fiery, romantic, charming guy that you are. I feel like she finally sees you for who you are. She wants to take action towards you, pursue you in romance. I feel that, yeah. I feel like she had a hard time to commit before. She may still have a hard time to commit, but she's trying to see where it happens there, it seems. For the High Priestess, I feel like she's feeling a spiritual connection towards you of some sorts, or feels like connecting with you is the right thing for her to do right now. The Eight of Wands, a hot, fiery, romantic, charming energy is coming through from Zoya as well. I feel like she's just at a point where she does want to settle down and does want to try to commit to someone. I feel like she has a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm in her energy, so I'm not quite sure what that is about. The Page of Wands is in the dark though. So I don't know if she's a little bit hesitant or a little bit fearful on how to start this conversation or how to come back and really reconnect with you the way that she's feeling. Maybe she's in a little bit of denial about her true feelings, but I feel like she is curious about what this connection is and what's going on there. And that's what I got. I feel like she just wants to see how things go and if there is a connection there and if you really are her Knight of Wands. Hi, Nacho. It's Beetlejuice night, Nacho. Who is coming towards Lucky Hibiscus in love? Let's see. Very spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. They want to come and give Lucky Hibiscus a message. Who is coming towards the Lucky Hibiscus in love right now? Ooh, it's someone new. Ace of Pentacles. Definitely someone new is trying to come into your energy. Somebody's just waiting for the right moment to connect with you. I feel like you're right in their reach. They just can't grab onto you yet for you to know who they are. I feel like they're hesitating, they're doubting. Maybe they feel like they're unsure if you're single or not. Maybe they're unsure how to approach you or how to get you to notice them. The Page of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like they're hesitant about communicating with you. So I feel like this person may know who you are, but maybe you don't know who they are. kind of thing. I don't know. Or maybe they're just looking for someone who's just like you and it's really close in your energy. Maybe you meet each other by passing, you know, on the sidewalk or whatever that is for you. The Nine of Pentacles is in the dark too, so I feel like there's this energy of them. Maybe they do work a lot and don't have a lot of time to connect and socialize and, you know. So I feel like that is what's keeping the two of you apart, the Two of Wands, making that decision, right? I feel like they're hesitating a little bit on reaching out towards you. I feel like they're waiting for the right moment and a little fearful at the same time. Yeah, King of Pentacles, they're going at it really slow. They want the perfect life, you know, perfect career and relationship and that sort of thing. Queen of Wands. Although I feel like there's a little bit of fear of rejection too coming through. So I don't know. I feel like you're going to meet them soon. Once they boost their ego a little bit more, it seems. I feel like they're trying. They're working it out. Katina, Beetlejuice reading. Yeah, let's see for Beetlejuice. For Katana, right? Katana? For Katana. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. But what is the recently deceased for Katana? What's in Katana's handbook? Ooh, you have the recently deceased in your recently deceased handbook. So there you go. What is Lydia's message? What is Beetlejuice's message? There you go. So for the Four of Swords in the dark, I feel like you're recently deceased. Your situation right now is kind of feeling a little stuck, avoiding taking rest, you know, just trying to work through things without taking time for yourself. That can be hard, right? I feel like there's some unresolved tension brewing here, some stress, maybe some anxiety in there too. I feel like you're trying to recover from some sort of, I don't know if it's conflict or what's going on there, but I feel like you just feel the sense that you can't rest, or I don't know if you've been overworked or what's going on there. But your recently handbook here is the High Priestess. So, you know, she says you can always talk to the dead. That's always an option. Trust your inner voice that you hear inside of yourself of how to get out of your situation. Trust your inner knowledge, your inner wisdom, your experience that you have. Even though it's in the dark, I feel like, you know, if you have to do the silent treatment to get through the day, then that's what you gotta do. Messages from Lydia. The Eight of Swords is in the dark. So yeah, Lydia says you have that sense of empowerment. So you can unbind yourself from any situation, any connection, whatever that is for you. Listen to the handbook. You know, you can always talk to the dead. You can always figure out how to release yourself from whatever the situation is, which I feel like you are. I feel like you're having that sense of freedom, breaking free, realizing what options you have available towards you, one way or another. And then you have the Hangman. The Hangman is in the dark. So, you know, if you need to hang around, wait a little bit longer until you figure things out, then that seems to be an option. You know, if you have to resist the changes that want to occur, then you resist them until you can't resist them anymore, it seems. And, yeah, you may have a change of perspective, or maybe you're going to change the perspective of others, and then they won't want you to change to begin with, so. That's what I got from Beetlejuice. Oh, yeah. For Vivi, Beetlejuice reading. Yeah, for Vivi. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. What is the recently deceased for Vivi? What is the recently deceased for Didi? Vivi. Oh, yeah, for Vivi. What's in Vivi's handbook? What is Lydia's message for Vivi? What is Beetlejuice's message for Vivi? There we go. So, for Eight of Wands in the dark, you have a message there? No, you don't. So, for the Eight of Wands in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of some delays and slowness has been going on, some lack of movement, some lack of direction, whatever that is for you. I feel like you're not focused on what keeps you moving, so that's been going a little bit backwards, perhaps. What's in your handbook is a magician, so you can pull out your magic wand and make that magic happen for you one way or another, right? It's just a matter of being more determined. Tap into that hidden talent or skills or something that you have that you haven't realized or haven't been using in a while. Because I just feel this energy of you, stop waiting for taking action, just take action. Manifest what you want to manifest. You may have to manipulate your way into doing it, but Lydia's message is the Two of Wands. So it's for the handbook of the recently deceased, right? So you go back to there. The magician says, be determined. Use what you gotta do, right? If you need to manipulate your way out of it, that's what you gotta do too. And the Two of Wands, there may be some delays, lack of motivation, like I said. You may be rushing in. It could maybe ghosting could be on the table too. You need to ghost someone and then do that, right? You have the Knight of Swords here in the light, so I feel like Lydia is also telling you to be ambitious, take action. You don't need to wait for following the rules. You have the handbook here that says you can manipulate that situation. You can pull tricks out of your sleeves and do what you gotta do. The Knight of Swords here says to, focus on what keeps you going. It could be a little bit hard, but make some bold moves, take some quick action. You have to BS your way out of it, then that's what you gotta do. Now, Beetlejuice's message. You have a lot of hidden messages here. So for the Queen of Cups in the dark. So Beetlejuice, that wild chaos that he brings. Maybe like hold back on your emotions. If you get triggered, use that to your advantage. If you need some intimacy to release some of that tension, you go for that too. It's Beetlejuice talking. The Hierophant is in the dark, so if you gotta break the rules, you gotta break the rules, right? It's not your fault. It's Beetlejuice that took over. So there's that. You can just blame it on Beetlejuice, right? Yeah. That is what I got with that. Oh yeah. V. Oh, V. Let's just see for V. Can we check what is Mahal? Okay, for V. Can we check on what are Mahal's real, true love feelings towards Natalia moving forward? As far as I know, he's distance from her. How do you see him towards her? Let's see for Mahal. What are Mahal's real, true love feelings towards Natalia moving forward? What is Mahal's real, true love feelings for Natalia moving forward? Yeah. So I don't know if he feels like she's dead to him right now, because that has completely ended. That was a shocker. What is going on with Mahal's real, true love, feelings, and intentions towards Natalia moving forward? Well, the death cards, I feel like his feelings towards her has ended. The Hangman is in the dark, so I feel like he's trying hard to shift his perspective, trying to move on the best he can. I feel like he's waiting for something. I don't know if he's waiting for some clarity or waiting for some closure. What's going on with that? There's a Six of Cups in the light, so I feel like he does recognize there are some good memories, good things going on in his mind between him and Natalia. It's kind of obvious. There's still a connection there. But I feel like he's at the verge of moving on. I feel like his mindset is in the right place. There may be still some lingering thoughts and lingering, you can't just go over someone, especially a twin flame, overnight. So I feel like it is going to take some time. I feel like, obviously Natalia is still in his energy, still in his mind. but I feel like he's slowly releasing that energy. You know, there may be still some unresolved issues that he's trying to work out. I feel like he knows he has a bad habit of repeating himself and going back into what cycle that he goes through. But I feel like he's trying to figure out really hard how to break that. That's what I thought. How do you see him towards her? I feel like he's doing his best to keep his distance right now. I feel like he's trying. Rolla. So I feel like he's just going through the phases of healing. When will Samar Aries and his Taurus girlfriend get their karma? I want a leap of faith. I'm hurt by their continued harm. Oh man, let's see. Is there any karma coming towards Samir, the Aries, and the Taurus girlfriend? Is there any karma coming towards the Aries and his Taurus girlfriend? Is there any karma coming towards them? Is there any karma coming towards them? I feel like there is. I feel like there's more karma coming towards them than there was before. The High Priestess is in the dark, so I feel like they're not really trusting their inner wisdom. I feel like they're keeping secrets from each other. There is a Nine of Swords and a Light. So I do feel like they're being haunted by their thoughts. There's fears, anxieties, stresses, a sense of feeling overwhelmed, nightmares definitely. There is the Ten of Swords, so I feel like they feel like they've hit rock bottom. You know, I feel like they're not in the best headspace right now either, because I just feel the sense of them feeling betrayed and burnt, and you know, maybe they're backstabbing each other. I don't know, but I feel like they're not in a good position between each other. Their strength together is very weak. The strength card is in the dark. But that is what I got. So yeah, I feel like they're finally getting their karma. You're welcome. Geneva! General reading for Geneva. What does Geneva need to know right now? What does Geneva need to know right now in general? What does Geneva need to know? What does Geneva need to know right now? You're going to be getting some good news. Like good news, like some sort of information, some sort of insight, some sort of something, right? I feel like your energy is going to be more chatty, more affectionate, more alert, more curious about any opportunities or any things that may come towards you that may be good, right? The Two of Wands here, right? Being able to plan your future. I feel like you're going to have a choice between two different paths to take. You're going to have to choose which one is best for you, right? I feel the sense of you having some clearer visions and making that decision and figure out what the potential of those decisions would be as well. You have the Judgment, so I feel like it's a matter of you following your calling, right? Following your calling is like following what feels right for you, where your heart is leading you. Not based on anyone else's judgment, just what you want to do and what you're moving forward towards, right? I think it's time for you to choose yourself and what's going on there. And I feel like you're going to figure out what things need to end for you to continue on this new path that you choose. What else does Geneva need to know about this energy? What else does Geneva need to know about this energy that's ending? The Seven of Cups. Yeah, you may have options. It's just a matter of you figuring out which option is best for you. But I feel like it's a matter of choosing an option that's best for you long term, not just in the moment. And you have the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands in the dark. So I do feel this energy, making sure you're not overly confident with all this boost of energy. And you are being patient and not letting your emotions get too hot, right? That is what I got. Kara Deban, hello. Oh, sorry, I always say that name wrong. Machomed. C is silent. Okay. Oh, C is silent. Okay. Mohammed? Am I saying that right now? Thank you for telling me that. I always feel bad when I say names wrong. So, Mohammed, what's next happening in Mohammed's career? Let's see, is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Mohammed a message? What's next happening in Mohammed's career? What is happening next in Mohammed's career? What is happening next in their career? What is happening next in their career? You have the death card in the dark. So I do feel like there's going to be some big changes, but I feel like there's a little bit of resistance or a little bit of hesitation with these changes that are coming up for you. You have the Seven of Cups, so you feel options or choices, or there may be some options and choices that you don't know are exist yet. Because I just feel the sense of you making a choice and sticking with it. I feel like it's going to come with like visions and just being able to restore that focus a little bit more. You have the Seven of Pentacles as well. So, you know, 7 sevens, they're all about good luck and trusting the universe and the spirits are with you and guiding you in some sort of way. So, for the Seven of Pentacles, I always feel like there's also an energy of being a little unsatisfied or a little bit frustrated. So I don't know if you feel like there's some tasks that haven't been completed or feeling like you are not doing enough or whatever the energy is. I feel like it's kind of like trying to figure out why you feel that way and how you're going to move past that. I feel like it's going to help you along the lines of the career. I feel like with the Queen of Swords, I don't know if this represents your boss or whoever you're working with for your career, it may maybe not to be presenting all the options for you or not be telling you how to advance in your career. So I feel like it's important for you to either reach out to them and suggest your interest in advancing in your career, or maybe trying to find someone else that you work with on how to go around this person. Maybe they're higher up on how to communicate, how to move forward with your, and how to, which direction you need to go into to move forward in your career. What else does Muhammad need to know? Muhammad? I feel like I'm so sorry I'm saying that wrong. For the magician, yeah, the magician, I feel like you have all the skills, all the talent, all the experience you have to manifest what you need to manifest. The hangman there too. You may have to change your perspective, like kind of like, you know, this isn't working. Change your actions or what you're doing a little bit differently. Like I said, go and communicate to the right person of what you need to do to advance yourself in the career. But I do feel like there is options. It's just a matter of keeping your eyes open and trying to go after them, taking that initiative. That's what I got. Genstar! What is coming towards Genstar? Okay. I thought you wanted the Beetlejuice reading. Who is coming towards Genstar? Who is coming towards Genstar? Let's see. Right, spirit guides, ancestors, angel, fae, or I guess Beetlejuice, want to come and give Genstar a message of what is coming towards Genstar. What is coming towards Genstar? What is coming towards Genstar? The Three of Wands. So Three of Wands, I do feel this energy of you moving forward, like you moving on and looking ahead, feeling more optimistic, like expanding your vision, like thinking outside the box with a sense of determination and opening yourself up to new paths, new whatever that is for you. So I feel like you are on track, like you're on the right path now. It's just a matter of keep going forward. The Queen of Pentacles is in the dark, so I feel like there's this energy of you feeling the need to be reserved or held back, or feeling like you can't be as reliable as you were before. Maybe it's just a matter of you focusing more on yourself with expanding your vision, how you're going to move forward and keeping on this new track, and what options may come towards you and making sure that you're being open and available towards them. The Devil is in the dark, so I feel like you're having a sense of relief, like releasing those chains from you, that sense of freedom that, yes, you got this, right? I just feel this sense of detaching yourself from anything that's limiting you and releasing any dark thoughts. But, it could also be some sexual pleasures, right? With the devil here. So that may help release some tension as well. For the moon in the dark, I feel like there's still some things that are still not crystal clear to you that you may not be paying attention to. Some sort of secrets or some sort of thing that may be hidden from you may reveal itself towards you as well. But I do feel like it's a matter of you truly trusting your intuition, tapping into your subconscious mind to see if there's any messages there that you may be hiding from yourself. Let's see what else we got with that. The Fool. I was thinking you're starting a new journey, but you're starting a new journey on the right track. It's a matter of being open and releasing anything that's negative. The Ten of Wands in the dark. Yeah, releasing anything that's holding you back, like focusing too much on other people or focusing on other things that are not really in your control to begin with, and just kind of like having a sense of relief, like delegating tasks to other people so you don't have it all on your shoulders. This one, God, I feel like that's what's coming towards you. It's a sense of relief and freedom, and you moving forward, maybe taking a different path than what you were on, but you're on track for that. Hi, love life. Dwayne. Will Lisa make her move towards Dwayne? Let's see. Will Lisa make her move towards Dwayne? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae? Will Lisa be making her move towards Dwayne? The Page of Cups. It is very possible, Dwayne. It's very possible. I'm a little doubtful, but it's possible. The Page of Cups. I feel like she's ready to express her feelings towards you. I'm not quite sure if they're love and romantic feelings or if they're just feelings in general, but I do feel like she's going to be open to communicating with you soon. There is the Hierophant in the dark, so I feel like it's not going to be the way it used to be, though. That I feel like she has an energy where nothing's gonna be the way it was. The King of Pentacles is in the dark as well. So I do feel like there's this energy of her feeling a little bit greedy, maybe a little bit needy, maybe a little more controlling. I don't know what's going on with that, but some of that energy is coming through as well. The Three of Cups, she may want to go out. She may want to playing with you. I'm not quite sure what that is. Three of Cups, right? Wanting a good night out, dancing, and that sort of thing. What else does Dwayne need to know about this energy? You're actually talking? Yeah, I can feel that. I feel like she may want a good night out. Maybe nothing sexual, but something fun. Yeah, I feel like she's not moving towards you too fast, right? She's not moving. She's kind of just lingering in the same energy. The Nine of Wands is in the dark, so she does have her guards up. So one step at a time. Oh, man. You're waiting. Yeah. Maybe she's waiting for you to, like, ask her out. Like, just go out somewhere. Dancing. I don't know what she likes, but general for Ariana. What does Ariana need to know in general? What does Ariana need to know in general right now? What does Ariana need to know in general right now? That's right, Dwayne. What does Ariana need to know right now? The High Priestess is in the dark. Oh yeah, the High Priestess in the dark. I just feel like there's this energy of keeping secrets and disconnected with your intuitions. I'm not quite sure what that is about. I don't know if someone's giving you the silent treatment or what's happening there. You have the Ace of Swords, so I feel like there's a new breakthrough, a new sense of clarity or focus that's trying to come through. So I don't know if it's a matter of you opening this door of communication and being more honest that may be leading to this optimistic energy. Not quite sure. But it also comes with the world. So I feel like there's something here that's not completed, but I feel like you're on the right path of completing it with this Ace of Swords. You don't have that new idea, maybe a new idea or a new focus, whatever that is. But I feel like it comes with you taking that initiative to complete this cycle so that you can move on. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune here. So luck, timing, and destiny is on your side. The cycle is turning in your favor. So it's just a matter of moving forward, right? You're the Queen of Swords. So you're coming to your power, speaking your truth, boosting your sense of independence with honesty, it seems. Again, with clearing your mind and setting your boundaries and figuring out what is what and where you want to go moving forward. I feel like you're on the right path of what that is, and you will get that clarity, or it will just come to you what you need to know. But it does come with you trusting your intuition as well. You know, if you're thinking about it too much, then that's not your intuition. You just got to go with your first gut feeling and see what happens. Mona, hello. Why is M currently holding back and not contacting Mona? Let's see for Mona. Why is M currently holding back and not contacting Mona? Oh man, you have the Seven of Cups in the dark. So I do feel like there's this energy of you feeling like you don't have enough options or enough choices, or things are just not clear to you as they should be. Because I feel like you want to make a choice, but sticking with it seems to be hard. Because I feel like you're trying to restore this focus and trying to have some realistic goals that are grounding, but figuring things out seems to be a little bit imbalanced right now with the High Priestess, especially with trusting yourself to making that right decision for yourself. The Nine of Cups is in the dark. So I don't know if there's been some setbacks or disappointments or what's going on there. I just feel the sense of wanting things to be more satisfying or desirable. Not quite sure what this is for you either. But you do have the World in the dark. So whatever cycle this is that hasn't been completed yet, there's still some things that are still floating around. Or being delayed, but I feel like whatever it is, you are going to come to a personal realization. What is that for Mona? The Knight of Swords. Yeah, taking ambition, doing what you got to do. There could be someone coming towards you with wanting to take action or setting intentions towards you, but I feel like it's more about your energy, making some bold moves, taking action, clearing your focus to make sure that is what you truly want to go after. And not just, that would be nice, but you're not really wanting to put the effort into it. For the Ace of Pentacles, I do feel like there's some delays, like just not really wanting to push yourself too far. Not quite sure if you don't see the potential or growth of it, because you also have the Ten of Pentacles in the dark too. So I don't know if you feel like you don't have enough time or energy to commit to this or whatever this is, or you just want to distance yourself from it, which is totally okay. So with whatever you want, right? But I feel like if it's, you either have to decide to put yourself in it all the way or pull yourself out so you're not in limbo with not making that decision, and that could be holding you back on your energy of moving forward with other things. That's what I thought. I have no idea if any of that made sense, but hi, Elephant. Butterfly. What does Butterfly need to know right now in general? What does Butterfly need to know right now? What does Butterfly need to know right now? Is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to give Butterfly a message? I did see the Lovers come out, but I shuffled it back in. For Butterfly, what does Butterfly need to know right now in general? Oh man, what's with all this negativity? You have good luck and timing on your side, so good karma, good energy. Like, what's going on with the negativity here? You have the Knight of Swords. I don't know if this Knight of Swords is just being a butt cheek, right? This person is there, are they just lying, dominating, manipulating you? Or what's going on with that? Who is this Knight of Swords here? Who's the Knight of Swords? Are they just rushing in and being temperamental and not really expressing their feelings or intentions towards you? Four of Cups, you're sitting there taking things too slowly. I don't know if it's just because they just want sex and nothing else is complicated. I don't know what's going on there, but you do have the Justice card in the light. So I feel like there's a good balance. It's just a matter of you doing what you feel is best for you to do. If you want to distance yourself from them, then you know, tell them that you're not interested. For the Page of Wands in the dark, I feel like there is a lack of communication between the two of you. I don't know if that is what's causing the confusion or what's going on there. Whatever it is, you do seem to have good karma with that, good energy. The Wheel of Fortune is in the light. So I feel like this is either a lesson or a blessing, right? It can either go either way. What does Butterfly need to know about the situation? What does Butterfly need to know about the situation? Oh, the Pentacles. Maybe there's been some conflicts. Yeah, but the Chariot is like moving past the conflicts, reconciling, moving on, and figuring out what is what, you know, on a positive note. Yeah, the star is there. So the star is blessed. Whichever way the star is, it's always the universe giving us blessing. And maybe just a matter of you losing hope or faith. That's what I got. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Andrea. You did win a free membership. So, in case you don't know, we have members Mondays every Monday. So, remember Monday. We have members Monday. You can come and ask as many questions as you want, Andrea. And congratulations for winning a membership. I wasn't sure if you were aware of that or not. I'm glad you're here. For Divyani, what does Divyani need to know in career? What does Divyani need to know in career? If your spirit guide answers into Faye, then why can you give Divyani a message? If your spirit guide answers Faye, then why can you give Divyani a message? Okay, let's see. You have the Three of Wands in the dark. Oh man, there's a lot of negativity here, isn't there? Three of Wands in the dark, I just feel like there's this energy of obstacles and lack of progress, and I don't know if it's just a failed partnership or what's going on with that with your career. But I just feel like this just feeling like you're done with it. I feel like you can't move past it or you can't move away from whatever the situation is. You're just kind of like stuck in it. Even though you may not want to deal with it, I feel like it's a matter of dealing with it so you can resolve whatever this issue is, so you can stop it from repeating itself. Judgment is in the dark too. Oh man, I don't know if it's just you ignoring your intuition or if it's you not really wanting to put yourself out there that much. Let's see what is going on with this energy. Queen of Swords, you being more open and speaking your truth and being direct and assertive in your energy. Yeah, the Hangman is in the light as well. So I do feel this energy that events are going to be moving slowly, but they are moving. You know, you may have to move without knowing which direction that is, or, you know, kind of like walk into the unknown. But taking that first step seems to be a positive move for you. You do have the Seven of Swords in the dark. So I feel like whatever it is kind of like rebuilding that trust, or just trust yourself enough to take that step to see what happens. But that's what I got. It seems like there's some sort of move for you that you could take. It does mean for you to be confident and speak your voice and see what happens. Yes, Blessed One. Thank you. Yes, I remember Blessed One, like one of my first subscribers. Blessed One is definitely an OG. I'm glad you stuck with me, Blessed One. Christine, thank you so much for your donation. Love life. Let's see for love life. How does Ron feel about love life now? Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Want to give love life a message? How does Ron feel about love life right now? Ooh, you have the Ten of Pentacles in the dark. I feel like they feel, I don't know. I'm not quite sure because I feel like they're feeling a little bit off. Because I kind of like feel like they feel very privileged to know you and to connect with you and that sort of thing. But at the same time, I feel like they're a little bit unsure of how the families between the two of you work or what's going on there. You have the star in the dark as well, so I do feel like there's this energy of not really having a lot of faith in the connection between the two of you for some reason, and just kind of like, not sure. The Four of Cups is in the dark too. I feel like they're interested in you though. I feel like they don't have a lot of thoughts about you. I feel like they're more focused on their business and their family than you and your connection with them. The Ten of Wands is in the dark too. So I feel like they're a little bit fearful to commit right now for whatever reason. Um, yeah. What does Love Life have to know about this connection with Ron? What is going on with Ron's feelings towards Love Life? I feel like he's worried. I feel like he's stuck in his head and doesn't know which direction he should go into. I feel like he wants to come out of his head and socialize with you and connect with you, but on the other hand, I feel like he's really worried about the family with the King of Pentacles here in the dark and worried about their work, their business, whatever it is that they have going on. Yeah, I feel like they're more focused on materialistic things rather than in their heart. But that's what I got. Christine. General reading for Christine. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and or fae that want to come and give Christine a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and or fae that want to come and give Christine a message? And my cards are going all over the place. Let's see. What does Christine need to know right now? Ooh, there's some things going on there. See you expanding your vision, thinking outside of the box kind of situation, right? You moving forward. I can feel that for you. For the Page of Swords, I feel like you've been getting some good news or a sense of clarity of something or other. Because I just feel this energy of you feeling more chatty, more affectionate, more curious in your energy. I don't know if you've learned something quickly recently or what's going on with that. But yeah, I really feel the sense of you you're putting yourself up there. Picking yourself up is what I wanted to say too. And focusing more on being on the right track and keep going. You have the Ace of Swords in the dark, so you may be a little bit hesitant about starting something new. Maybe overthinking it a little bit too much. I don't know. You have the Hangman and the Light. So I don't know if you feel like you're waiting for something or if you're unsure of what's coming next. Because I feel there's a little bit of sense of fear of letting go of something at the same time. What does Christine need to know about this energy? The Ten of Wands. Maybe feeling like you have a lot of things going on already. But you have the Three of Pentacles too. Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Being able to seek opportunity, collaborate, teamwork, whatever that is. But I feel like your progress is there. It's just going at a slower pace than maybe you would like. You have the Ace of Swords in the dark twice. So the Ace of Swords is really like kind of like out of ideas, overthinking, overanalyzing, clouded judgment, poor planning, not having the breakthrough that you would like. I feel like you're going to figure it out, though. You just need to stay strong, figure out what that is, be confident, be bold in your energy. King of Wands, right? You're the one that controls the situation. It's a matter of figuring it out. Whatever it is, you got this. There is progress. It's just going a little slower. But slow and steady does win the race, right? Goofy taught us that. You're welcome, Christine. General, blessed one. What does the blessed one need to know right now? Is there any scripture, God's ancestors, angels, or fae? What does the blessed one need to know right now? For any spirit, guides, ancestors, angels, or fae, the one coming give blessed one a message. Ooh, you do have the 10. What's with all the negativity though? Holy. I just feel this energy. I don't know if it's just because of the Queen of Cups here, but it's like you're not in a fishbowl. You're not stuck. You can swim on past whatever this is. You're not stuck. I do feel like that's the strong energy is coming through. You have the 10 of Pentacles in the dark, so I don't know if there's been some disputes or drama or what's going on there. Maybe some financial losses of some sorts. But I feel like there's something that you can do to get yourself out of the situation. I feel like you're not as stuck as you feel. The Queen of Cups is in the dark. So I do feel it's a matter of you figuring out how you're truly feeling. I feel like there's a lot of emotions, but are all these emotions yours, or some of these emotions are you carrying for other people or other things that are not really yours to carry right now? But I feel like it's a matter of clearing your mind and thinking about the situation and how you're going to move forward. And I feel like that's going to help your Wheel of Fortune turn back into the light. Because right now your Wheel of Fortune is going in the dark. So you may feel like you're spinning in the opposite direction of where you want to be headed. For the Queen of Swords, I want to say the Queen of Swords because this feels something you speaking your truth. But it's the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is just as bold, right? It's just she has a hotter temper. With the Queen of Wands in the dark, I do feel this energy of, find that ego and find that drive that you have in you to light that fire, to take that action, to figure out what's your next moves and how you're going to make it happen. What else does Blessed One need to know about the situation? The King of Pentacles. Yeah, if this is a work situation, I feel it's a matter of you taking initiative, right? You lead by example. So if you know whatever your work is, you take initiative. You see something needs to be done, just do it. And I feel like that's going to help you get that recognition so that you can boost your career moving forward. You have the Hermit here, so I feel like it is a matter of you keeping to yourself, not involving yourself in any drama or gossip or whatever that is. And I feel like that may help you along the way as well. That's my God. Not sure if any of that made any sense, but Starfall, hello. What should I work on with myself for Starfall? Very spirit guides, ancestors, and say. Want to give Starfall a message about what she should be working on right now. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or family that want to give Starfall a message on what she should be working on herself with? Ooh. There is a Two of Cups in the dark. So it seems to be that you need to start working on your healing. Healing from any past relationships, any past traumas, any past things that are no longer serving you moving forward regarding the relationships in your life. There is a Page of Swords and a light. So I do feel like there's this energy of you being more open with communication and affectionate in your energy. Because I feel like there's this energy of you being watchful and alert and, seeing people maybe more than you did before of who they truly are and who you want to support you and stick with you moving forward and who you feel like you can distance yourself from and let go and maybe heal from. But I feel like if that is something that is trying to come for you to focus on for yourself, you have the Fool in the dark. So it may not be a good idea right now to just take a leap of faith and take a risk and without any sort of plan or direction. So I feel like it's a matter of you finding that direction that you want to head towards and figure out how you're going to make that first step forward. You have the Eight of Wands and a light. So I feel like there's going to be some fast-paced changes. So I feel like now's the time to do what you gotta do to prepare yourself for these fast-paced changes that are coming. Because I feel like there's this energy of you putting yourself out there. I just feel like there might be someone calling you out of the blue, and I don't know if they're going to be offering you a job or whatever that is, but I just feel like there's a sense of excitement and having to think fast. But I feel like some of this will come with more pressure, more things, so I feel like you want to heal what you have going on to prepare yourself for what's coming, if that makes any sense. But that's what I got. Hot sun! What are Eve's feelings and next actions towards hot sun? During spirits, breakouts, ancestors, and they want to give hot sun a message. What are Eve's feelings and next actions towards hot sun right now? What are Eve's feelings towards hot sun? What are Eve's next actions towards hot sun? How is this going to play out? Oh man. Okay. So I feel like the Emperor. I feel like E does feel like the Emperor. Feeling very confident, very ego-driven kind of thing, right? I just feel this energy of them having a lot of ambition and wanting to be with an intimate partner and wanting that intimacy a lot. I feel like they're kind of just staying in the same situation, though. I feel like their feelings are not moving in any direction. They're just kind of there. For their next actions towards you is the Ace of Cups. So I feel like the next actions are to either express or show you their feelings. Not everyone likes to say their feelings out in words. Sometimes they rather show their feelings with actions or gestures I feel like that is something that's trying to come through. The Magician, I feel like they feel like there's a weakness. They may not feel like they're really good at flirting or connecting or expressing themselves all that well. How it's going to play out, it seems to be the Ten of Cups. I feel like they want a commitment, but they're a little bit unsure, so I don't know if it's just a matter of them trying to figure out what their next moves are, what their next actions are, which I feel like they're trying to figure that out to see if this Ten of Cups turns into the dark. I feel like they do want to have something solid and grounding, but I feel like they're not sure how to pursue that. But that is what I got. Hi Bernard, how are you? You're just watching? Thank you for watching. Blue, general reading for Blue. Let's see for Blue. What does Blue need to know right now? Is there any spirits, guides, ancestors, angel, or fae that want to give Blue a message? What does Blue need to know right now? Oh man, what's happening? Yeah, the Four of Swords in the dark, so I feel like you're refusing to rest, refusing to do what you gotta do for yourself right now. You have the Death card in the dark too, so I feel like you're resisting making the changes that needs to happen. I'm not quite sure what that is for you because I just feel like there are some delays, some I don't know if it's just being indecisive of what your next thing is, but you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant's in the light, so I feel like it's a matter of building that structure, that routine that works for you. Even if you have to change that routine, if it's not working, it's not working. Sometimes you gotta figure it out. If you're trying to focus on your spirituality, I feel like that is trying to grow as well. And then you also have the Queen of Swords here, so I feel like it's a matter of you speaking your truth, picking yourself up, and boosting your own confidence is what I'm feeling here. Because I feel like there's this energy of potentially easily being influenced, but I feel like it's a matter of being clear-minded on which direction you're trying to move yourself towards. What else does Blue need to know right now? The Three of Wands is in the light. So yeah, expanding your vision, thinking outside the box, making some future plans of what's coming next for you with the Two of Wands here as well. Then you have the Knight of Swords in the dark. So I don't know if it's like you have that ambition, you have that drive, but then I'm not doing it. I don't know if it's a matter of your mind going in one direction and your physical energy going in another. I do that too, right? There's a lot of things I want to do, but then it's like my body's like, you don't have energy to get up and do that. I feel you. Not quite sure if that's what's going on here, but that's the energy that it feels coming through. Yeah, I feel like if you're waiting for someone to take action towards you, they're not right now. I feel like their energy is not in a good place. But that is what I got. Hi, Ray. Nacho, whatever the cards have to say, I want to say. Okay, so for Nacho. Random, what does the cards want to say to Nacho? Nacho didn't want a Beetlejuice reading. We do have Beetlejuice reading. Oh man, you have the moon. So the moon energy is coming through. Maybe it's a reminder to make some moon water, right? For the moon, I do feel there may be some illusion. Some things may not be clear. There may be some mysteries that you're going to be unraveling about your situation. Whatever it is, you do have the strength. You have the courage. It's all about listening to the animal instincts within yourself. Because I feel like you are starting a brand new journey with the Fool card here. I don't know if it's a spiritual journey or what it is. It could be whatever. You know, I feel like it's a fresh start of some sorts, feeling more spontaneous, more adventurous, more creative, whatever that is for you. You do have the World. So it's not like you're starting a new chapter, but you're starting a new beginning of whatever that is. But yeah, let's just clarify on that. Yeah, the World is this cup. Yeah, I feel like this new beginning, I don't know if you're resisting it or not, but it seems to be wanting to push you in that direction to finish that chapter. You have the World and the Dark twice. You need to close loose ends and start that new beginning for you. And I don't know if it's a matter of letting go of the past, because you do have the Six of Cups here. But that is what I got. Hi, Andrea. Oh man, I'm sorry you got booted out. I'm glad you're back though. Andrea, I'm not sure if you heard what I said earlier about you did win a membership, so you can join us on Monday for Members Monday. And yeah, we have a lot of fun there. So Members Monday is every Monday. And congratulations for winning the membership as well. Mars, what does Mars need to know right now? Ready? Spirit guides, advocates, angels, or fae. They want to come and give Mars a message. What does Mars need to know in general right now? For some reason I want it to come out too. So you have the Four of Wands in the dark. For the Four of Wands in the dark, I just feel like there's this energy of, I don't know if someone's putting on a show, feeling fake around you, or being fake around you, or they're just trying to seek your attention. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this person, but I feel like they're kind of like just hanging around watching you, waiting for you to make a mistake or something. So I don't know why. You do have the Ten of Wands here. So I don't know if they're expecting you to pick up their load at work or what's going on with that, because I feel like they're causing you to have low energy or feeling weighed down or whatever's going on with that. The Three of Swords. So I don't know if this is a matter of a relationship. I don't know if it's like a romantic relationship, a friend relationship, a co-worker, I don't know. But I feel like you kind of have to either distance yourself from this person or what, so they stop lowering your energy. The Four of Swords is in the dark too. I just feel like there's energy like you can just take a break from this person and see if that resolves any issues or yeah. Oh man, what does Mars need to know about this energy? What does Mars need to know about this energy or this person? The Six of Pentacles, whatever it is, I feel like you can figure it out though. Six of Pentacles, you know, even give and take, working things out together, maybe come up with some sort of compromise. Yeah, the King of Swords, so I feel like you need to take action of what this is. You know, I feel like if they're draining your energy, you need to put a stop to it or work something out with them. I feel like it can go either way. That you can work something out with them with the Six of Pentacles there. Yeah. It is what I got. Angia, hello. What's in store for this weekend with Carlos, the Leo, and me? Let's see. What's in store this weekend with Andrea and Carlos? What's in store this weekend for Carlos, the Leo? What is going on between Andrea, Carlos, the Leo for this weekend? You have the Six of Swords and a light, so I feel like you're going to be moving past any tension, any disagreements. And I feel like this weekend's going to be great, right? With the Six of Swords here, I just feel this energy of you transitioning into a better position, the two of you together, adapting to whatever your situation is. The Two of Swords is in the dark, so there may be some difficult decisions that are hard to figure out right now. So I feel like if you want to stall them or delay making these decisions right now, seems to be a good energy for you. You have the Empress in the dark too, so I feel like there's something that's weighing it down or pulling on your heartstrings or whatever that is between the two of you. I feel like it's a matter of you addressing those feelings and figuring out why you feel this way or why you think this way, and maybe open that door of communication to figure out what is what. Because you have the Tower here, so I feel like the universe is giving you an opportunity to rebuild the trust or the connection between the two of you to see what happens moving forward. What else does Andrea need to know about this energy? What else does Andrea need to know about this energy? The Six of Wands, getting that badass success, right? I feel like there's gonna be a stronger love, a stronger connection between the two of you. It may still be up in the air, it still may feel like a mystery, but it seems like something. Maybe it's just a late night out or a late night date, or just looking at the stars and the moon together, or what. The temperance, your temperance is on point. Your mind, heart, and soul is all aligned. I feel like the weekend's gonna be good, but I think it does just depend on how you're feeling, how you're trusting, and that sort of thing. That's what I got. All right, Nacho. For BB, theme reading. Yes, for BB. What does Beetlejuice have to say for BB? Let's see. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. What is recently deceased for BB? What is in BB's handbook? What is Lydia's message for BB? What is Beetlejuice's message for BB? Oh, there's too many there. Let's try that again. What is BB's message for... No, what is Beetlejuice's message for BB? Oh, man, I bet you BB does have a message for Beetlejuice, but For the Seven of Wands in the light, this is what's recently deceased, so your situation right now. So I do feel like there's this energy of you defending your position, right? Figure out what your challenge is, standing your ground and being protective of your boundaries or whatever that is. I just feel this psychic shielding coming through for you. You do have the Five of Wands in the dark. So I do feel like if there's any conflict or tension or whatever that is for you, the handbook says do what you gotta do to release that, right? You know, if you need to avoid the situation to resolve it, then fine. If you need to relieve it unresolved and move on, then that seems to be in the cards for you as well, right? As Beetlejuice night. You have the Three of Wands and the Light. So this is Lydia's message for you. So she's all about those strange and unusual strengths. So for the Three of Wands, I don't know if this is some sort of secret message for you with these numbers here, but I also feel like she wants you to know that you're on track and be optimistic, expand your vision. If you need to travel to escape whatever's going on in your situation, then do that. Beetlejuice, the Two of Swords here. You know, if you can't make that decision, then don't make it, right? If you're out of ideas, that's fine. If you want to avoid the situation because you feel overwhelmed and stressed or it's just too hard to read, don't be pressured, you know, stall as much as you can. That's what I got. Well, hello. About my future spouse. What's his study and work life and his family vibes? Huh. Let's see if we can figure that out. For Nahel. Who was there any spirit guides answer their names or Faye? Don't want to tell her about her future spouse. What is her future spouse's study and work life and his family vibes? You have the King of Cups. So I feel like your future spouse is someone who is very kind, compassionate, is able to stay calm and patient and spiritual in their energy. I also feel like this person is resourceful and brave and talented. I feel like this person may be like a police officer or security or investigator or some sort of thing like that. Maybe involved in some sort of protection kind of thing. Maybe like IT, cybersecurity. I'm not quite sure. There is the Ace of Swords in the dark, so I feel like they may overanalyze things a little bit. They can have some clouded judgment of one way or another. The Hermit is in the dark too, so I feel like this person does appreciate the home life or staying home life kind of thing. The Ten of Cups is in the dark. So I feel like they may not have had the best home growing up. Maybe they lived with a, you know, parents who were divorced or whatever's going on there. What else does Nahel need to know about their future spouse? Oh man, I feel like when you meet them, they're gonna have like just have ended a relationship, but I feel like they're gonna be ready to start a new relationship. The Magician is here. I feel like they're gonna have a much better magical spark with you than they did in the past. So I feel like they may also, when you meet them, they may also be divorced, but ready to move on to something that's more real, more committed, more, you know, more along the lines of yours and their alignment. But that's what I got. Jasmine. Theme reading for Jasmine. Yes. What does Beetlejuice have to say for Jasmine? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. What is recently deceased for Jasmine? What's in Jasmine's handbook? What's in Jasmine's handbook? What does Lydia have to say for Jasmine? What does Beetlejuice have to say for Jasmine? Ooh, the Lovers! So for the Eight of Pentacles here in the light was recently deceased is your situation. So I feel like there's this energy of you You know, paying attention to details, developing your skills, mastering your craft, whatever that is for you. I feel the sense of you feeling more dedicated and consistent in your energy, and I feel like your hard work is going to start to pay off. For the Three of Cups in the dark, this is the rules and obstacles in your handbook, right? So I feel like the rules is like, yes, you have to maybe you have to spread some drama or some gossip. Maybe you need to start some scandals or cliches. You never know. It's Beetlejuice talking here, right? You may have to have some fun, you know? Maybe have a hangover here and then. I don't know. Be careful with that, though. I'm not telling you this. It's just in the Beetlejuice cards. For the Four of Pentacles in the Dark, this is your message from Lydia. So Lydia says, you know, focus on stability, focus on self-discipline, you know? But she's also saying to let go of any conflicts or figure out what your next moves are. Release some sort of sense of control to move forward. And then Beetlejuice is like, the lovers, love, romance, intimacy, you know? I'm not quite sure what's going on with this picture here with that going on there, but yeah, so Beetlejuice is like love, romance is coming towards you, so that's always fun, right? I don't know how that's going to cause some chaos. How is the lovers going to cause some chaos for Jasmine? How is the lovers going to cause chaos for Jasmine? The Sun. Maybe love, but a bad opportunity, bad timing perhaps. That's my goal. Maybe even makeup sucks. Could be that. It is Beetlejuice. Gigi. Theme reading, yes, for Gigi. What does Beetlejuice have for Gigi? Let's see. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. What is recently deceased for Gigi? What is recently deceased for Gigi? Oops. What is recently deceased for Gigi? What does Gigi... What's in Gigi's handbook? What is Lydia's message to Gigi? What is going on? What does Beetlejuice want Gigi to know? Alright. For the Seven of Wands in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of you surrendering. I don't know if you're surrendering to the unknown or what's going on that with a lack of courage or feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you're losing your battle. That seems to be your situation. But it's recently deceased, so we're moving on from that, right? For the Seven of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of feeling impatient, feeling like you have some unfinished task going on with low results, stagnant energy, but you also have this, right? The Four of Wands and a light. So whatever it is, it's time to celebrate your successes, look ahead, and I don't know if it's a matter of having your family reunion or if it's just a matter of having some good times at home, making some memories, putting out some decorations. Halloween is just around the corner, right? This is in your handbook, though. So I feel like it's a matter of you making a party, having fun, celebrating, even if your work's not done, you know, it'll always be there, right? Just open the closet, put it all in there, close the door, and continue on. It's Beetlejuice here. And so, you know, nothing has to be perfect. For the Ten of Cups and a light, happy home, happy life, right? It's all in the closet. You close the door, you don't see it. Oh man, we recently did that. We just moved. We brought a whole bunch of things from the other place, but we have this thing that we can't bring into the basement because it doesn't fit through the basement door. So I threw a tablecloth over it and we're just camouflaging it. So I feel you on that one. So Lydia's message is like 10 of Cups. Make the home the best you can. You know what? You know, if you need to camouflage things, then go, so be it. For the Hangman here, this is your message from Beetlejuice. So I don't know if it's a matter of waiting around for the right moment Or if it's just a matter of changing things up, maybe you're resisting changes because, you don't want to deal with that right now. That's fine. You don't have to deal with it right now. You figure out how to get past that. Close your eyes, don't look at it, walk away. I don't know. That's what I got. Oh man, these theme readings are so much fun. You have fun once in a while, right? Elephant, yes. General reading for elephant. What does elephant need to know right now? Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae, they want to come and give elephant a message. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae, they want to come and give elephant a message? What else does elephant need to know? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and angels, or fae, that want to come and give a message? How is this all going to play out with the power card here? Oh man, have your strength. You're going to need your strength. Boost your ego. Listen to your animal instincts for navigating this situation. Because I do feel like things are going to be challenging moving forward. That tower card, I just feel the sense of destruction or chaos trying to come through. I don't know if it's just a matter of you renovating your home or what's going on with that, because I just feel the sense of, I don't know, sudden, unexpected changes, or just seems to be what's happening here. Whatever it is, you have the Six of Swords, so I feel like it's a matter of just resisting these changes as much as you can right now if they're not something you can deal with, or just try to adapt to these changes the best you can one way or another. I feel like it's not a matter of making some big drastic changes or whatever's going on there. Because I feel like you're just gonna have to deal with it for a bit longer, whatever this is. But I do feel like, if you're feeling trapped or anything, there may be something that can help you along the way moving forward. If you're whatever, listen to your instincts and whatever feels right for you, trust that that is the right thing to do, right? Because judgment also is about changes happening, but the judgment is about positive changes that are coming because judgment's in the light, despite the disaster or destruction or disappointments, whatever this tower energy is bringing. I feel like there is something they can figure out to make it end more positively, especially with boosting your ego, your strength, your animal instincts, right? Right? If you can tame the animal within yourself, you can tame anything. What does elephant need to know about this energy? The King of Pentacles, right? You're the one that leads your way. I feel the sense of ambition and moving forward with kindness and a sense of security and positivity and growth. You may not see all the options you have available towards you, but I feel like you can figure out how to figure them out or how to reach out to resources or whatever that is for you that may help you along the way. That's what I want. Jacques, hello, future career reading for Jacques. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or family? I want to give Jacques a message about their career. Career message for Jacques. Ooh, I do feel like with the Nine of Cups that maybe your career is not as satisfying as you hoped it would be. I don't know. Nine of Cups in the dark, I just feel like there's this energy of feeling like you're just aimlessly drifting or just repeating the same thing over and over again. I don't know if it's a case of boredom or what's going on with that. I feel like that is a current energy. What action to take to find fulfillment moving forward is the Nine of Wands, right? I feel like it's a matter of, even though you may feel exhausted, I feel like is going to be some sort of victory after this stagnation or the struggle that you've been going through. You have the Eight of Wands and Light, so I feel like there's going to be some quick, fast-paced changes coming for you. I feel like you're going to have that energy boost. I feel like it's important for you to keep focused on what keeps you moving, right? I feel the energy of things just speeding up for you. But I also feel like it's a matter of you being confident and being bold and assertive in your energy as well. For the moon in the dark, I feel like there's some things that may not be clear to you, but I feel like your truth or whatever this mystery is going to be revealed towards you, so it may give you a sense of clarity in which direction is coming next. What else does Doc need to know? Ooh, the Empress. Or maybe an Empress coming towards you. I feel like she's very grounded, very down to earth, maybe stubborn, but you know. The moon. Okay, the moon's in the dark and the moon's in the light. So it's a matter of you really truly trusting your instincts, trusting your intuition of how you're navigating your career situation. Because I also feel like there may be someone at your work who may have a crush on you, who may come to light as well. I don't know. Four of Cups is in the dark. Yeah, so I feel like she's thought things through. She may come out and come clean towards you. That's what I got. Mary, hello. What's the energy between my youngest son, Nathaniel, and I? We've been in no contact for about 2.5 years. Is he doing okay? Is he going to talk to me? Let's see for Mary. Oh man, that must be so hard. What is his zodiac sign, Mary? Great spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. I want to come and give Mary a message about her son. Great spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. I want to come and give Mary a message about her son. Oh man. I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, they're all in the dark. So I feel like your son is in a dark space right now, like mentally, emotionally, whatever that is for them. Yeah, I feel like they're not going to talk to you anytime soon. I feel like they're just kind of like in survival mode right now for whatever is going on there. The Seven of Cups is in the dark. So I feel like they're trying to figure things out. I feel like they're working towards improving themselves. I feel like they're trying to restore their focus. They're trying to set some more realistic goals on what they've been doing before. I feel like they're trying to be more grounded, which is really, really hard for a Pisces. You know, Pisces tend to like to escape reality rather than facing anything that's hard. You know, a lot of Pisces do work through it, but I feel like your son struggles with that a little bit more. Your Ace of Swords is in the dark. Or his Ace of Swords, I should say, is in the dark. So I feel like, you know, may feel like they're out of ideas or overthinking, stuck in their mind. There are a lot of clouded thoughts, a lot of poor planning going on there. Ten of Swords as well. Feeling defeated. I feel like even though they feel defeated, I feel like they are trying to rise above. They're trying to focus on a new rebirth. They're trying to work out putting the past behind them. So I feel like they're starting this new journey of healing. So maybe this healing may lead to them having this sense of wanting to reach out to you for some sort of closure. But that is what I got. Yeah. I'm not quite sure if he's mad or if he's just really confused. There's a lot of things going on in his mind, if that makes any sense. I don't feel like there's any anger. I feel like it's more anger towards himself than others. But that is what I got. You're welcome, Mary. Ray, what happened with SL? Let's see for A. Ray. Great spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. Great spirits, or spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. Want to know, tell Ray what happened to SL. Great spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. They want to tell Ray what happened with SL. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the light. So I feel like SL feels like you were their Queen of Pentacles, right? Someone who's very grounded, very realistic in their energy, very nurturing, caring. But I feel I feel like there was a lot of good communication going on there. They felt like they could be their King of Cups. I feel like there, whatever was going on, there was like SL felt a really, really good, strong connection towards you, like almost to the point of a full on commitment. But I feel like that terrified them, that they didn't feel like they could handle a full on commitment. They couldn't handle how good this was, and maybe they felt like they didn't deserve it. I feel like they were looking for excuses or lies or something that could make it not look as good or feel as good as it was. So I feel like they got cold feet and they ran away. That is what. Yeah. Oh man, that's a tough one. New love, hello. What's coming in love? Let's see. Great spirit guides, ancestors. Serene spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that wants to give new love a message. Serene spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give new love a message. Let's see, is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give new love a message? That one turned into a light for you. So there is love coming out. Everyone isn't even asking for love, and love came through anyways. There you go. You got your wish. For the Eight of Swords is in the light. So I don't know if you feel like you're restricted or reserved, or you only have your eye on one person, or what's going on with that love energy. But you do have a brand new person coming to your energy with love. Like I feel like they have genuine romantic love feelings towards you. They're looking for the right opportunity to meet someone just like you. But I feel like you're going to meet them really soon. You have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like the two of you are really going to balance each other out very well, right? I feel that for you. I just feel like this connection is going to be very kind and supportive and loving. Um, like I feel the two of you share similar things. I don't know if you share a similar career or what's going on with that, similar studies. For the Queen of Cups in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of them being a type of person who like is reserved on expressing their feelings. They may prefer to do things for you rather than shower you with verbal emotions, kind of thing. Whatever it is, I feel like it's a matter of you trusting your intuition. Because I feel like this person could be a little bit sensitive, emotional, but very caring. So I feel like this person could be like a Scorpio, a Pisces, a Cancer, who is very nurturing and loving kind of person. But I feel like they are coming towards you. And what else does new love need to know about this love coming in? Oh, there might still be a mystery. I feel like they're still working on thinking things through, maybe healing a little bit, but I feel like they will be coming to your energy really soon anyways. Okay, cool. You're welcome, Ray. Meditation, hello. Theme reading. Theme reading, okay, meditation, theme reading, Beetlejuice. Gotcha. Beetlejuice. What is recently deceased for meditation? What is the meditation's handbook? What is the meditation's handbook? What is Lydia's message? What is Lydia's message? Let's see. What is Beetlejuice's message? Oh man, let's see. For the King of Pentacles in the light, this is what's recently deceased in your situation. So I do feel like the King of Pentacles is someone coming into your energy who is full of ambition, but also slow in their energy. They don't rush into anything. They feel like they're very secure. They're very stable. You're not going to knock them over. They may feel like they're the ancient Earth Master, but you know, they may be coming into your energy one way or another. Maybe they're in your energy already because this is supposed to be your current situation. I don't know. Whatever it is, you have to use the handbook on it, right? The Ace of Cups is in the dark. So if you need to hold back on your feelings towards this person, I feel like it could be difficult, but you can. You know, if you need to ghost yourself from this person, then that's what you need to do. Because if they're just filling you up with some emptiness, what you gonna do about it, right? I feel like that is a challenge or the obstacle that the handbook is suggesting to overcome. Then Lydia's message is the devil here. So I don't know if she's welcoming into the inferno room or what's happening here with this devil energy. Maybe it's a matter of having some, you know, intimacy to release any of that tension. That's always a possibility with the devil here in the dark. Whatever it is, I feel like it's a matter of releasing or detaching yourself from any dark thoughts or any temptations that are no longer serving you. But hey, it's Lydia, so she may be telling you to go for it. Beetlejuice is the Two of Wands. Two of Beetlejuice is also referring to the handbook, which is in your case the Ace of Cups in the dark. So yeah, ghosting someone, holding back on the feelings there, not being interested in a new person. I don't know. The Two of Wands, you know, Beetlejuice is all about that chaos. So choosing between two paths, make those future goals, make that decision. Watch what you need to watch and figure out what your next moves are. But that's what I got. Kaylee, theme reading for Kaylee. Yes, theme reading for Kaylee. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. What's recently deceased for Kaylee? What's recently deceased for Kaylee? What's in Kaylee's handbook? What is Lydia's message? What is Beetlejuice's message? They all want to come out. What's in Beetlejuice's message? That devil. Okay, so what's recently deceased is the Ace of Cups. So some sort of new person who was supposed to come into your energy has disappeared, or ghost you, I don't know. Maybe this is the person who's been in your life for a while who just decided to disappear because they couldn't deal with their emptiness. I'm not quite sure what that is about. But that seems to be what's recently deceased. For what's in your handbook, you have the Five of Wands in the dark. So whatever it is, kind of like the handbook suggests is don't solve the issue. You know, if you lack passion, that's totally fine. You know, if you don't want to fight for it, if you want to avoid it, that's okay. You know, as long as you're not severing anyone's head, right? And don't do that. I don't know. This is Beetlejuice talking here, right? Five of Wands, I just feel like there's this energy of blowing off steam and walking away and seeing what happens with that. Lydia's message is a King of Wands here. So, you know, Lydia, she's all about that strange, unusual strength, that unique link that you may be carrying around you. I don't know, but the King of Wands, making that bold, assertive energy, right? Whatever that is, pick up pace with your energy. Lead whatever you need to lead. You know, if you need to start a seance to get what you want, do that, right? I feel like there's this big ego that wants to come through with some arrogance, some confidence. You know, if you need to cheat your way in and out of things, I don't know, that's up to you. But Beetlejuice is like the devil. Bring out the devil card. Feed into your temptations. You know, be absorbed by the materialistic world. You know, if you need to crave some sensual desires, you know, to release some of that tension, then go for that too. But that is what I got. Aldana, messages for Aldana. What does Aldana need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Aldana a message? Oops, so the cards are going crazy. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Aldana a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Aldana a message? They're all in the dark except for the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here, but there is a King of Wands. Now the King of Wands is being a butt cheek. They're just being impatient and ego-driven, or what's going on, or if they cheated. I have no idea what's happening with that guy. But I feel like there's a new beginning for you, right? The Ace of Pentacles. There's a new sense of growth, a new opportunity, whatever that potential is. There is something trying to come through. I feel like it's going to bring you a sense of abundance, of love and growth. I'm not quite sure what this is for you. Something trying to come through, something trying to grow here. You do have the Death card. So I don't know if you're resisting these changes that are happening. I don't know if it's a matter of you letting go of this King and moving forward with your energy. For the Death card, I just feel like there's this energy of not really wanting to end things or delaying an end that needs to happen. And that maybe delaying the healing with the Three of Swords here. What does Aldana need to know about this energy? What does Aldana need to know about this energy here? Oh, the Three of Wands. That need to expand your vision and see what your future holds for you. Because you do have options. The Seven of Swords is a matter of being so strategic in your energy. Making sure you're not picking up swords that are not yours to pick up, right? Picking up other people's ideas or thoughts or feelings. It's kind of like you figuring out what's your next moves are and how you're going to move forward with them. Right? Ace of Wands in the dark. And you light your torch to guide you in the right direction. I feel like there's a new beginning, a new potential coming for you. It's just a matter of figuring out if that's what you truly want and how you're going to get it. That's what I got. Hugs, hello. Will AS and her eventually get married? Will AS and her eventually get married and his feelings towards her? Let's see for hugs. Right? Spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae can give hugs a message about AS and her. What is the energy between AS and her? I feel like AS's energy is very high. I feel like the Eight of Wands, a lot of high energy, a lot of fast-paced energy. But at the same time, the Ten of Wands, struggling with responsibilities and commitments and that sort of thing, I feel like is AS's energy. For her energy, you do have the Seven of Swords in the dark. So I feel like she keeps forgiving him for all the things that he's doing and not doing, and you know, while that chaos is going on there, the Page of Swords, they don't really have good, clear communication between the two of them. Will they be eventually getting married? Will AS her eventually be getting married? The Seven of Cups is in the dark, so the seven, no matter which way it is a no card. That they won't be eventually getting married. What is AS's feelings towards her? What is AS's feelings towards her? I feel like it's not going really well right now because there's a Tower energy and the Three of Cups. Their social energy is not very good. There's been some sudden chaos and destruction between the two of them. So the current energy, I don't know if they just had a fight or what's going on there, but they're right now their energy is not good. So I feel like there's not any positive feelings between the two of them. There's been some conflicts. I feel like there's options that they're not sure which ones they're going to choose right now. You know? Yeah, that's what I got. That is what I got. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. I appreciate you all for being here. And thank you for all the Beetlejuice questions. I love theme nights. They're fun. They're something to do. It's good to laugh once in a while. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for being here, and have a great weekend, right? I'll be back on Sunday for more free readings. So, yeah, have a good weekend. See you next time. Bye. Thank you.